Today we will look into some of the definitions which are given or laid down as per the Section 2 of the Foreign Exchange Management Act. It actually provides a list of 31 terms which have been defined in the Act, of which we are going to learn some of them. So the first one is the definition of security. So according to Section 2 subsection A, what does security mean? It means any kind of shares, stocks, bonds and debentures or government securities as defined in the Public Debt Act 1944, Savings Certificate Act 1969, applies deposit receipts in receipt of deposit of securities and units of Unit Trust of India established under the Unit Trust of India Act 1963 or of any mutual fund and include certificates of title to securities but does not include bills of exchange or promissory notes or any other instruments which may be notified by the Reserve Bank as security for the purpose of the Act. So, in brief, if I have to tell what the security means any kind of shares, bonds, debentures, mutual funds, or units of Unit Trust of India, but it does not include the bills of exchange or the promissory notes. Next, according to Section 2, subsection B, what does a service mean? Services mean service of any description which is made available to and includes the provision of facilities in connection with banking, finance, insurance, medical assistance, legal assistance, chit fund, real estate, transport, processing, supply of electrical or other energy, boarding or lodging or both entertainment, amusement, or the purveying of news or other information, but does not include the rendering of any service free of charge or under a contract of personal service. So what the service include? It may be any kind of a banking service or financial service, insurance, medical assistance or legal aid, chip fund, real estate, but it does not include anything that is rendered free of charge or if it is something which comes under a contract of personal service. Next one, according to Section 2, subsection C, who is an authorized person? Person means an authorized dealer, money changer, offshore banking unit, or any other person for the time being authorized under subsection 1 of Section 10 to deal in foreign exchange or foreign section securities. So, who is this authorized person? The very term authorized means a person who is given charge of doing something. So it means an authorized dealer, a money changer, or offshore banking unit who is involved in foreign exchange or foreign section securities. Next one, according to Section 2, subsection B, what do you mean by a current account transaction? It means transaction other than a capital account transaction and without prejudice to the generality of the foregoing. Such transaction includes. So, what do you mean by a current account transaction? It means transaction other than a capital account transaction. So, what all does it include? Payments due in connection with foreign trade, other current business services, and short-term banking and credit facilities in the ordinary course of business. Payments due as interest on loan and a net income from investment. Remittance for living expense of parents, spouse, and children residing abroad. Expenses in connection with foreign travel, education, and medical care of parents, spouse, and children. So, whatever expenses and payments we discussed so far, all these come under the current account transactions. The next one that we are looking into is capital account transactions. So according to Section 2, subsection E, what do you mean by a capital account transaction? Which means a transaction which alters the assets or liabilities, including contingent liability. So, a transaction which alters or changes the assets or liabilities of a concern, including the contingent liabilities. In India, of persons resident outside India or resident in India of assets or liabilities in person of India resident outside India and includes transactions referred to in subsection 3 of section 6. The next one, currency. According to section 2 subsection H, what do you mean by a currency? It includes all currency notes, postal orders, money orders, checks, draft, travelers checks, letter of credit, bills of exchange and promissory notes, credit cards or such other similar instruments as may be notified by the Reserve Bank. So whatever is notified by the Reserve Bank as inclusion in currency or all that is being included. That is all the currency notes, postal orders, money orders, checks, drafts, travelers checks. All these come under currency. And the next one, section 2, subsection I. What do you mean by an export? It means the taking out of India any goods. Export. As you all know, you are sending something outside India. The next one, provision of services from India to any person outside India. So from India, you are sending or transporting goods to a person outside India. Next one, according to section 2, subsection M, what do you mean by a foreign currency? Foreign currency means any currency other than Indian currency. And what all does it include? It includes deposit, credits, and balances payable in any foreign currency, and also includes drafts, traveler's checks, letter of credit, bills of exchange, expressed or drawn in Indian currency but payable in foreign currency. The next one is according to section 2, subsection M. Drafts, traveler's checks, letter of credit, or bills of exchange expressed or drawn by banks, institutions, or person outside India but payable in Indian currency. The next one, section 2, subsection O. What do you mean by a foreign security? Foreign security means any security in the form of shares, stocks, bonds, debentures, or any other instrument denominated or expressed in foreign currency, and includes securities expressed in foreign currency, but where redemption or any form of return such as interest or dividend is payable in Indian currency. So what do you mean by a foreign security? Any kind of share, stock, bond, or debenture, or any other kind of instrument which is expressed or denominated in foreign currency. Say, for example, if it is US, then it will be the dollars, and it includes securities expressed in foreign currency. But when it comes to the redemption, it will be in the form of interest or dividends, which will be payable in Indian currency. The next one being person. So what does a person include? It may be an individual, a Hindu undivided family, a company, a firm, an association of persons or body of individuals, whether incorporated or not, every artificial judicial person not falling within any of the preceding subclauses. That means whatever we discussed above. Next one, any agency, office, or branch owned or controlled by such person. The next one is section 2, subsection B. Person resident in India means. Person is different, person resident in India is different, two different definitions. So what do you mean by person resident in India? Person residing in India for more than 180 days during the course of the preceding financial year, but does not include first one, a person who has gone out of India or who stays outside India, either of the cases. That means the following cases: for or on taking up employment outside India, for carrying an outside India, a business or vacation outside India, or for any other purpose in such circumstances as would indicate his intention to stay outside India for an uncertain period. Next one, a person who had come to or stays in India in either case otherwise than. That means the following that we are going to discuss: for or and taking up employment in India as a business or vacation in India, for carrying on in India a business or vacation in India, or for any other purpose in such circumstances would indication to stay in India for an uncertain period. Or the other one is any person or body corporate registered or incorporated in India, an office, branch, or agency in India owned or controlled by persons outside India, an office, branch, or agency outside India owned or controlled by a person resident in India. Next one is section 2, subsection W. So what we discussed so far was person resident in India. The next one that we're going to discuss is person resident outside India. It means a person who is not resident in India, the person who is not fulfilling the above criteria that we discussed. In case of a person resident in India, such person is called person who is not resident in India. What is the term repatriation? Repatriate to India means bringing into India the realized foreign exchange. And what is done to that? The first thing, the selling of such foreign exchange to an authorized person in India in exchange for rupees, or the holding or realized amount in an account with an authorized person in India to the extent notified by the Reserve Bank, and includes use of the amount for discharge of a debt or liability dominated in foreign exchange. The expression repatriation shall be constructed.